No manners. 62. Nigga, let's talk about money and how I invest in the shit I get paid to do. These niggas follow the blind, no sense of direction, that shit that a slave would do. I really be taking them risks and pop on the flight, you know how the president do. These niggas hissing like snakes, extending their hand and playing like the shit really cool. Roll up the gas, sit back and I laugh. I feel all the hate and the greed. Geppetto on niggas that's in competition, is how I'm controlling the strings. These niggas mice that grew to be rats, bring out them discovery packs. I'm speaking the facts, I ate with them killers, I damn it took over the trap. These niggas is actors, wanna be factors. My name good in the streets, my name good on the yard. I know how to suit up and stand on the G. Take it back to the kitchen while I ain't learned how to step from these niggas. They been taking the credit like I don't know shit, like I wasn't the nigga. In the pot with the vision, the steam gon' drop it, the soda gon' catch it. Cold water gon' lock it, take 9 over half and I scrape out the extras. I ain't fucking with you, Alpo ass niggas, Uncle Ice ass niggas, Calvin ass niggas.
Welcome world to the Southern Family Podcast, man. It's been a while, man.
Good little minute.
We should have been done this. We getting into it. Everybody at the table knew to this,
finally.
so
Glad to be finally started on.
right, work with us because we still Rickers in the game. But as we come around, you know, we gonna be bringing y'all a lot of good content, a lot of good conversations.
Yeah, most of it probably gonna be something you can laugh at.
Relate to.
But we definitely gonna hit on real topics.
Learn from.
Just daily stuff, week by week, month by month. Everything that we talk about definitely gonna be relatable to something going on in the world that's affecting everybody.
Mm-hmm. And just remember, everybody has their own story in life.
Everybody.
And we just bringing more stories to the table. But I know you was asking me earlier. You said, "Well, I'm deploying back to Kuwait in a week."
Oh, I know where you going. Alan was asking.
Oh, you asked me?
I guess it's first time hearing about it.
I know where you're going.
Oh, okay.
I think I just came off of one, so a good little number, maybe about 5. Probably we're going with y'all. That came from Texas with me to going with y'all to Kuwait, so they definitely get an opportunity to step out of the country. Going on multiple deployments, trying to stack their bag. Everybody got their own little outlet on how they're going to get some money.
Yeah, I got you.
Most people hustle. Most people go to work every day. Some people want to be entrepreneurs. Some people, want to explore, live life, and go sit in other countries, do it the federal way, military, mail, anything.
Well, I've been meaning to ask you. I ain't get a chance to sit down and talk to you about it. But like you said, you was on your deployment. Mm-hmm. How did it feel when you came home? Because I know it felt completely different for me. When I came home, I hate to say it, but I was just like, damn, I'm back home.
Yeah.
I felt like I would have rather been back overseas than be back home. So how did it feel for you?
I definitely felt like when we left Texas, it was almost like, why did y'all bring us back home so fast? Like, everybody had adjusted so well to being down there, new environment, new culture shock, where we was kind of out of the South, but we started kind of still in the South because we in the Southwest. But Texas got a whole different culture than what we used to back home in Alabama. So small towns where we used to hear, like, say a Hoover or something like that. See, down there, it's a whole lot different because, people more organized. And they more open to doing different things. So opposed to somewhere like Birmingham, where we only boxed in, kind of, so to speak, towards entertainment. Yeah, down there they had a whole bunch of more stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were very open minded. Like, you can meet people down there and they friendly right off the bat. Like, hey, how you doing? Where you from? Whatever.
Mostly Mexicans, right?
Yeah, but it ain't a whole lot of us down there. But don't slight them thinking that they what you see on TV, because that's totally the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
And then we living so behind the rest of the world that we trying to keep up with Atlanta. And Atlanta really, it's almost like a black hole is in aspects towards culture, because it's only seeing one side of culture. Does that make sense.
Right.
So, we go down there thinking that they own everything we own. And that's totally the opposite. They got their own thing. They listen to their own music. They got their own swing thing. Like, down there, they don't do cover charge a whole lot of places, like paying to get in the door. Everywhere here, you paying to get in. Everywhere.
Oh, so well,
And then they got
After
places.
a certain time.
don't
That's-
need nobody else.
Yeah, so they got places that's like for all different types of things you trying to do. Like they got lounges, they got clubs, they got bars. They got all type of kickbacks stuff we don't have in the city.
To be fair, Birmingham is coming around to those sorts of things.
They
now.
trying.
To be
trying
honest,
come
Birmingham
around.
is so behind the curve when they say coming to that type of stuff because are we gonna be 40 getting this stuff? Because think about it. I'm touching 30 now. I'm 30 now.
Right.
And Birmingham is so behind on everything that other cities have. Our city loses a lot of money from people taking their dollars other places. Because the first thing you hear somebody say is, I'm going to New Orleans, Atlanta, Miami, and to be honest, those things really don't have anything outside of, well, I'm not going to say they don't have a whole lot, but the things that they looking for, all major cities have. Birmingham doesn't have it because we have a behavioral problem. So nobody's gonna want to open anything nice if you're gonna tear up their spot.
Yeah,
Right.
niggas.
That's
can't
why
get along with
they
niggas.
open it downtown or Hoover or
Like
Fucked up mentality.
you can't have somebody invest and open a building or open a venue and they say, okay, well, we want 25 and up. So in their mind, they thinking that I'm getting an adult.
Yeah, that ain't how that work
That ain't how that work.
at all.
Because, you got too many people in this world that feel like, all right, they at a place, but it's not there, so why they care about it?
I'm gonna tell
Why
you
should they
something.
treat it? Why should they treat it?
And what's so
good if it
crazy
ain't theirs?
is I feel like with our own people, how you cut them off at the door, and it's sad to say, a dress code. You kill them with a dress
We
code.
used to hate a dress
and we
code.
hated the dress code. But until we
I get
became
it.
adults,
I get it now.
we was like, okay, we got to represent ourselves because you don't want to just walk in nobody's establishment looking
Right.
any type of way.
Yeah.
Because one thing about it, somebody want to have a safe environment where they feel like, okay, these people can come in here and chill, lounge,
We always
mingle,
wanted that.
all that stuff.
Enjoy each other's company.
So if I'm over here at the bar ordering drinks, having a good time, and I gotta look over my shoulder because they fighting on the other end of the club, that ain't nowhere I want to be.
At all.
Because we all in a club technically, especially in Birmingham, man, we got such small venues that they only renovating them. So we never in our city we never seen anybody actually build somewhere for us to go.
That is true.
It's always a recycled venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's always.
And it's like they just put
it's
a new
always a bar,
they just put a new
club,
name
yeah,
on
new
it.
name.
Like
And
it's gonna
it's
change something.
Let me
It's
put
like
up this plaster.
if the same
And it
people
get
coming in,
different
what
the same.
difference did you make?
You
It
been
didn't
like
make a
killed in
difference.
the club
really.
and everything. They
Yeah.
just put
You
it
didn't
in
make no
Like-
changes from the people that you bringing in or the crowd that you promoting or the atmosphere that you want there.
Yeah.
So
Like,
it's understandable.
down in Texas when I was in McAllen, they would have, how can I put it? They would have fights and stuff in the club, but it would never be to the extent where it would get here. Like you could
Shoot.
actually walk outside and see people like, oh my bad, bro, you had just stepped on my shoes. I thought you was being disrespectful at
Yeah.
the club. Like I have seen Mexicans and well, I'm not gonna even say Mexicans, just people
People
from
in
Texas.
general.
Just okay, bro, that was nothing. And security like, yeah, y'all good, y'all can go back in.
Yeah.
See, man, in Birmingham,
That's a whole nother situation. though.
everybody
It's going
car.
left.
Yeah, it's going
It's
on.
guaranteed to go left.
quick.
And the crazy part is when you think about it, if you go to Memphis, New Orleans, Atlanta, Miami, Nashville, you go to any one of those places, bro, they have all sides of town where you can go and venture. Memphis really kind of like Birmingham is really small, but Memphis has a more rail-rounded structure. So with that being said, you have Memphis is more of a city that people done came together kind of like less than Birmingham where, other cities kind of involved in it. So like you're not going to go bar hop a club in Hoover. You know what I mean? You're not going to do that in Homewood, but they got the venues for the type of places, environment we want. But because people don't have, tags in Birmingham, people got shit in their name. You know what I'm saying? All this shit fucked up. They can't leave Birmingham city limits. So it closed you off because you can't do nothing.
Hey, I used to be one of them folks, man.
Yeah, but
I used to be one.
But even still, what I'm saying is, if you open up a spot here on this side of town where people don't got to leave the Parkway, man, that's business over there. So you got to think people like, man, over the weekend, we just gonna say it's a classic weekend. But because people only got, 3rd Avenue or Southtown to go out at, that's getting all of the money, all of it. So imagine if somebody had somewhere to go sit down here and eat. Like, you ever go to Atlanta and they got the places, they got the dinner spots that turn into clubs, the lounges at like after so many hours.
I think it's a crab place that do that here now, ain't it? The Juicy Crab, don't they do that?
Yep.
But see that.
Yeah, Casanova.
But think about it though.
They serve food in Casanova?
Yeah, I think so.
I only been in there one
what that
time.
is.
I ain't know.
But see, like I'm gonna tell you another thing though. Believe it or not, man, back in the Gap, when probably 10, 12 years ago, 08, 09, they had clubs down there on that end where Casanova was. But dress code. So but people going down the street, the Downtown Lounge, Taboo, Club Miami, across the
But
street.
that's why I feel like
They know what to do. They know what to do to
Casanova
try to
gonna
keep
do
you
well.
out of there.
I feel like they're gonna do well.
They know
But
what
see,
to do.
but see, when you got a club, you got to create ambiance. You know what I'm
Got to.
saying? And so
Diversity.
exactly. So you can't go in there. We can't play Lil Bam and Big Abo all night.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
one thing I
You gotta have
don't
a
like
sta- you gotta have a
about
standard
Tin
to it.
Roof. It's like the DJ in there is. You can go in there and have fun, but you got to have both those genres of music. They have that upbeat, they a remix of
Yeah,
beat
but see,
and all of
you
that.
can't expect them to change because our crowd needs somewhere safe to party. You get what I'm
right.
saying?
It is.
See,
And
that's the
Roof
issue
it
there
is.
because
It's so diverse and it's
Yeah.
it's a safe
Yeah.
area.
But not change, just get a better DJ.
But see, even still though, like just because people ain't partying at Euphoria and Club Lux, you got to think that crowd had to find somewhere to go. So now they done found Tin Roof.
Yeah.
So you can't expect Tin Roof to pick up and say, "Hey man, we gonna start playing Big A." We still gonna play Ludacris from 05, and we still gonna play Gorilla Zone in here. Like, I'm serious. You
Hey, been there to go.
That boy
You
said
quit
Gorilla
that.
Zone.
you can't expect you like. We gonna play what we play until y'all figure out what y'all need to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Cause think about it. Tin Roof kind of like that chick you fall back on.
Don't get me wrong. I love
feel me?
Tin Roof. Don't get me wrong.
I'm saying.
I mean,
That's that shit. I
I
used
ain't
to work
even.
at security.
Y'all know I don't do clubs, bro. You feel me? But if I had, I would go to Tin Roof. If y'all was like,
Right.
I'm going to Tin Roof. I'm like, shit, I go. You can't.
Cause you
don't
know
hit me-
9 times out of
don't-
10 you ain't finna get in
You
no.
feel me? Don't hit me up.
None of
talking
that
about,
nonsense.
Going to.
I'm gonna tell you another safe place you can be in. You may not think about it like this. Where do people go when they got a little bread in the black community? Where do we go? First
Strip
we-
club.
Talking about him?
Strip club.
Strip club.
I ain't never been
Let me
that
tell you
type of
something.
nigga.
Club. I
I'm
ain't
just
that nigga
saying,
either,
but listen to me, though.
I know exactly what he's saying though.
The whole mindset of the strip club is you can go in there and them girls are they cool, they chilling.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever go to a strip club, you see a lot of older men, older gentlemen in there. So,
Yeah, but the strip clubs here, they really not up to par. I mean, I was at one just the other day.
Facts.
I went and got some ones, and the ones stayed in my pocket because I was
But see,
I was not impressed. I was just like,
but even at the strip,
I got to the point where
though, what I'm saying is you can definitely go in there and chill, vibe more than you can anywhere else in Birmingham, because
Yes.
outside of Empire, you really can go. Like you can go in Palace and get something to eat. You can go in the Volcano and sit down and vibe. But Euphoria mostly got.
hey,
They do.
I did get some of them. I did.
Wow.
When I went, I did go to the Palace, and that's where I was.
Now, even
I
though,
ain't trying to downplay the ladies that was there, but I just was unimpressed.
now even
But them
though,
women kept
even though
winning.
you have some money and you go up in there, still be cheap. I'm cheap as hell if I go in the strip club. I really don't want to throw no money at them.
But that's how I was just unimpressed, and I got turned off with the fishing that the ladies do. I understand that's what they do for a living. They got to make their bread, but it was just fishing.
But I'll say
You
this
ain't
though.
never just have like if you've been to a strip club, I'm pretty sure everybody has been to one. a lady dancing, and she see you, she walk up to you, but she don't dance on you. She dance to get your attention, like your attention yourself.
But that's her job profession.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to do it. That's what that's
That's the bait.
that's debate.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a debate, all right.
But see, this is key because in Birmingham we don't have a very large market of being strip clubs or whatever. So when you go in the Palace, I'm not gonna say the Palace, well probably the Palace, but I ain't never really been in there on really jumping night. But I know for a fact back in like 5, 6, 7 years ago when I used to go in Volcano Heavy, you can go in the Volcano when they had them girls from Atlanta come in there. What they say? $10 for a dance, $20 for a dance. See, here in Birmingham, you don't see females come up and tell you, hey, you want to pay this much for a dance. They just come start dancing.
They don't ask and pay. They want to see the money.
See, but even still though,
Yeah, they see you walk away from that bar.
I can't really say too much about it because I only been to one strip club, bro, and it was in Texas, and I wasn't even old enough to be in that bitch.
and I agree with that. I get that. But see, what I'm saying is like, all right, you ever get a female number? You know what I mean? You talk to her, get a chick or whatever. What's the first thing that go wrong? What men usually do.
During the conversation, talking about
I don't know.
after you get the numbers, it's the communication.
Start making offers that you can't keep. Oh
What you
man,
mean, like?
man, we can go out to the movies. We'll do this, we'll do that. You know what I mean? Then
That's part of the process to getting to know somebody, you know.
Facts. But
and
see-
if during that process, you know what I'm saying, you getting to know them, you don't like it.
Yeah, I mean,
You got
that's
every
not-
right
that's
to
not an
you got
offer.
every
Facts.
right to say.
But see, that's
this
what I'm
ain't
saying.
What I'm doing.
That's what I'm saying about with the strip club, man. Like, bro, man, you know how many times I go in there and be like, okay, all right, I'm gonna walk off on you. You know what I mean? Like, my dollars wasn't flowing your way tonight.
Now, I had a bad experience being in the strip club. Now, when I had took some money out of my pocket and she saw that shit, she took the bitch out of my hand. I was like, it was mostly all 20s.
You need to get you definitely need to get a boundary line because her hand would have been well popped.
Man, what?
How did you handle that, bro?
I was like, what the fuck?
I still got all my ones that I didn't.
Man, I would have popped her hand so damn hard.
Man,
I ain't go last night. This was from the other night. I still got it.
all of them, though.
I might go
Did
back.
you throw
I
one?
might go back 90 minutes.
Did you even throw one?
Yeah, I want to go in there for a
didn't,
couple
bro.
minutes tonight. We leave, right?
Definitely can.
Right.
I did get some wings. I will say that. But yeah, this is the same one.
If we can,
I'm
though,
gonna put it back in the bank or
I
go
definitely
to
would
the
like
strip
to
club.
touch on the topic of how like Birmingham is losing in more aspects than we winning. Because think about it. Have you ever met anybody that just told you they was visiting Birmingham?
I will say this.
I mean,
When I
more
was-
people visit than we know because, of course, we don't
probably not
catch them when they're
visiting
here.
where we from
But like,
or where
Right,
we live.
right.
we also got to understand that we have
They
got to
coming on
understand that
business or
Yeah.
when I went to school at Alabama State, and the class was coming around, and I brought I think it was 2 or 3 dudes up to Birmingham, and it was their first time coming. And like we came up here for the classic, and when they were driving down I-65, bro, the way they looked was it was crazy to me. They were so shocked at how Birmingham looked. Now, of course, I live here, so I'm just like,
good or bad.
they was happy.
Oh,
They couldn't believe how amazing it looked to them. And I say that because like all of us right here, we grew up here. We seen how it's been. We seen how it's been for all these years. And yeah, I feel like people when they think of Birmingham, they think of
Country.
Yeah, the country.
Yeah.
country
So-
road.
so-
They think of
horses and dirt
crime.
roads.
They
Well,
think
yeah.
of, man, you know what them folks
But that's the
thinking
thing,
about.
though. The city,
Depending
of
on who it
Birmingham,
is.
the city of Birmingham, like the city itself, no crime really goes on in downtown. Think about that.
But see, no.
Nah,
But see,
I ain't gonna say that.
no.
You might not hear about
Compare,
it.
I'm saying compare it to the outskirts.
You
Think,
might not hear about it.
think about it like
It's
this,
true,
though.
Because it's crazy though. You might not believe this. I ain't saying no name or nothing, but I know somebody, bro, that like righteous killed somebody in Hoover. It did not touch the news. It didn't touch the news, and he didn't get convicted because guess what? He was in the right. He got followed. He got into it at another location with somebody. When he left, whoever he got into it with, they decided to follow him to his home where he live at. And you didn't hear about it because it's Hoover.
All right, they control. First of
They
all,
not-
they
they
control
not.
what we see anyway.
Yeah,
they
they-
gonna show us what they want us to see for their agenda, whatever it is. Either it's to scare us or
What do you think the
get
agenda
some.
for the city is? That's what I want to know.
What do we think the agenda for the city is?
What do you think the plan for Birmingham is right now? Outside of this Birmingham World Game,
Catch up.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. I mean,
they
the
just
world.
trying to
We
play
have the
catch
World
up.
Games coming here in 2022.
They got to pay for that
Yeah.
stadium. I'm not worried.
honestly,
World
like
Game.
But
what would they do when they come?
Who that?
What will?
People
like I
from all over
said,
the
the city,
world.
we
But you
have
see
to
where it
ride
is.
around and
Yeah,
see
but
the new things that are
out
coming.
of all of us here, I'm more on that road than anybody. Just freelancing around the city.
Right,
So what I'm saying is, outside of Mount Brook, outside of going anywhere under,
280.
all
That's
of-
it. That's where everything is. The stadium's right there.
But
next
when you
to
think
Uptown.
about it, though,
Uptown.
All that is together.
Birmingham doesn't make any of that money because those places are their own municipality. Hoover's their own thing. Vestavia's their own thing. Homer's their own thing. Inverness, they're their own thing. All 280, all the down there, that's their own thing. Birmingham doesn't make any of those dollars. We don't
So
make
what's
none of
the
that money.
question you
He's
asked?
talking about
So
what
what
to
I'm
do in
What you
asking
Birmingham.
think, Birmingham?
What is the agenda for Birmingham? What do you think Birmingham is going to do? Because think about it, bro. They've been building on for 5 points for 10 years now, and all we seen was a hotel in a
5.5%.
a shopping center that came there that hasn't been filled up yet.
Right.
So what I'm asking you is, what is the issue with our city
Oh, you talking
That-
about
that we can't fix? Minimal problems
It
because
got a lot to do with the people in the city.
that's facts. But what I'm saying is, all right, you see they knocking down projects right now.
Right.
See, they
Gentrification.
is it that, or have they realized that white people realized they plan was wrong? Because if you think about it, like, black people when they first started out, when you look at like with somebody's mom, like me and Guy, we from Newcastle. You know what I'm saying? Like our mamas went to Garndale, our dads or whatever, they went to Garndale, whatever. But back then, you got to think, a lot of black populations in the city weren't what they were now. You feel what I'm saying? Like Forestdale was
true.
white back then.
That's true.
Saying all that stuff. So
Pretty much most of it was white, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
you get what I'm
it
saying?
just-
But see, what I'm saying is,
It's like a hand-me-down.
30 years later, we done gave you this stuff. What you did with it?
Yeah, it was kind of like
You tore it up.
The niggas moving in. We got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But I
Like,
mean, that's like.
But see, I like what white people doing right now. And I ain't trying to sound bigoted or nothing like that toward black people, but they pushing y'all ass towards that county line. Because if you notice, they done fill the east side up with all dirt, with all broke niggas from the west.
Yeah.
That's why the east side going through the problem they having right now.
But let me ask y'all, why do y'all think that is that we see
You ain't
we
lying.
see that
though.
white people do that? Because it happened in the neighborhood I grew up in.
It's us, man. It's our mentality, bro.
I'm
It's
saying,
the,
though, but
it's,
like-
it's the stuff that
Well, yeah,
we
I can see
worship,
that.
man. The stuff that we follow, bro. It's like you constantly feeding your mind with negative stuff, bro. Oh, nigga this, I'm gonna kill this nigga that, nigga do this, whatever. You feel me? That's like,
But also,
it's having a
okay.
big
like you said,
influence on it.
That's what we feed into.
Yeah.
Now, answer this: when we doing this, who are we idolizing to do that behind? All right, it can be a rapper, it can be somebody playing basketball.
Yeah.
But that is promoting black people doing that. So I feel
That's
like
why you
becomes
gotta
the
have-
mentality of a black person to do that.
But that's what you gotta have a stronger mind and say that, okay, I'm looking at this.
Hold on, I'm not saying it's
and
okay.
I ain't saying it's okay, but that's what we as a people, matter of fact, let me rephrase that. We as a people gotta get into the mindset of, bro, this ain't right. We've been doing this for how long, bro? We've been doing this. We see the same thing, we getting the same results, bro. And it's like, do you really like
See, Alan, I agree with you on that east side stuff. I stay on the east side.
Yeah.
They won't build nothing over there on the east side.
Hey, because they needed somewhere. You got to think, man. The first thing our people do is they want help, assistance. So,
And there was a time where they weren't asking for
I
help.
can't say
They
that
weren't
for
asking for
everybody.
assistance. They was
You know what
doing
I'm
it themselves. But
And-
the system came through and
It's
just
it.
say, you know
Hey,
what, this
Me,
ain't it.
for me personally, I hate asking for help, even when I need it.
Yeah.
see, we're not talking about you. We talking about a collective.
Yeah.
Not
But I'm
just,
just
we're
saying,
not
that's why I
basing
say
off
you
of
can't say everybody.
But a lot
all
of
of
folks
us.
feel how he
All
feel.
of us,
Like,
I'm saying.
you need help, but guess what?
They ain't gonna ask
You
for
don't
it.
want to ask for help because it'll make you feel some type of way. On
How
the
many
inside.
people? How many people? What can we sit here and say that in the black communities, especially in Birmingham? Well, you say I'm just gonna say
Enjoy.
I'm just saying Jefferson County because Jefferson County, if you didn't know, that's the largest county in our state.
Yeah.
A quarter of Alabama lives around Jefferson County in Birmingham Metro. So with that being said, you have a large metro that has no major in anything. We only have one Fortune 500 bank here, company in Birmingham.
We talked about that. You put me on to that.
That is terrible. That is awful for a major city. And then it's regions at that. And what is region provided? Nothing. We don't have a trolley. We don't have a trolley system. We don't have anything. You see what I'm saying? And then half of Birmingham don't even bank with regions.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, with that being said,
I'm thinking about leaving the motherfuckers today.
what I'm going back to, what I said was, a lot of people want help, need assistance. And I'm not talking about me calling you and saying, hey, can you loan me $10? I'm saying going down here and applying for food stamps, applying for, all that type, whatever. But what I'm saying is, we live in an area where it's high for that. What is the major employer here?
Who you told me. I forget who it was.
Who is it?
Amazon. Amazon probably coming up in that category now.
But what is Amazon, though? What did they bring? They brought courier jobs and warehouse jobs. This is a warehouse hub.
That's what you said.
This is
is
a warehouse hub. Birmingham doesn't have major jobs. We don't have major jobs like other cities that can expand and have different jobs. We have warehouse jobs. You feel what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, man, you meet somebody, what they gonna tell you they work at? Dollar General warehouse, Publix warehouse,
FedEx,
FedEx, UPS. You know what I'm saying?
And for the record, I never do it again.
What, warehouse?
Warehouse? No.
I never did.
Hey, and I agree with
The
that.
only way
for
But
UPS,
a lot
but I ain't never
a
did
lot
it.
of people getting UAB jobs. You know what they doing? Especially that are men that are getting UAB jobs. They cleaning floors. We wiping windows. You know what I mean? How many people are going down there telling you that they getting jobs working at UAB and hey, I'm gonna see you when I go in the service room?
But see, then
But that also depends on what
it
you
all
do.
comes around to the knowledge and how do we change that, and that's what we need to try to figure out and push to our people.
That's what you
How
gotta
do we
focus
make
on.
the
People
change?
don't want to do that.
gotta
They
change
don't
that.
want that.
Some people want to forget
Yeah,
about the people
so
that
I
the
get
majority.
that.
We need to
But-
focus on.
but-
You gotta forget about the ones that don't want to do it, bro.
We need to
Facts.
focus
And
on the
facts.
people that
Continue
want to make
to
the change.
But no, you
Facts.
can't.
Continue to
But
speak and
e-
outreach to the ones that want to.
Even still,
But
even still,
how can you say don't worry about the people that don't want to do it? How do you reach
Because
the people that don't want to do it?
Because
They got to see it.
They
They got to
gotta
see
wanna
change
do it.
but
around
I'm
them.
saying, but how can you make them
Exactly.
see it? Because
how can you
everybody-
make them see it?
Yeah, everybody has that in them.
They
to
need
see
You know
See
why
some
you
something.
gotta.
change.
You know why you gotta forget them? Because most of them, bro, they not gonna see it. They stuck in the way that they think. They don't want to
Nah, I
see it
agree-
no
I
other
agree
way.
with that because-
it's they right, you wrong. That's it. It ain't no other way.
No,
bro.
I
It's-
agree
whatever it
because
may
like,
be.
like they say in life.
But how
the
do we-
friends you
how
make
do we
growing up
live in
don't
a
mean
city?
They're gonna be with you with your journey in life.
Yeah.
But how can you get others to see that side? I mean, saying is it possible?
Everybody.
I don't want to say it's impossible.
Right.
And no, it's not impossible, but at the
Shout
same
out to
time,
the content factory.
everybody walk their own walk of life. You walk it at your own pace. You feel me?
True.
At some time in your life, bro, you gotta make the decision to say, I want better for me. I want better for everybody around me. You
Real
feel me?
talk.
And that's just it. And everybody not gonna get it, bro. But you will only hurt yourself if you keep reaching back. If you keep reaching back trying to get them, bro.
To the person that want to be reached back for.
You know, and I understand you doing it from a place of love. You feel me? You're doing it from a place of you want to see people do better, but at the same time, man, you just can't take everybody with you.
But yeah, like I said, pick up where we left off. D, I'm gonna ask you. So what was it that had clicked in your mindset that was like, all right, it's time for a change. I want better for myself. So I want to improve my own life. What? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can
Dr. Joe's did that for me, man.
Not Joe.
Yes, being down there at that lawnmower shop. I haven't been down there.
Oh,
Just
Dr.
being
Joe, I got you, I got you, I
around
got you.
older people and seeing where they are now and the stuff that they still doing and I would think I was getting $35 a day working down there, and it was like,
This ain't it.
this ain't it. And you got 45 and 50-year-olds down there working probably maybe $10, $15 more than me, but they was working. That matter of fact, I don't even know what they was getting paid. They could have been getting paid $100. I don't know. But still, just being in that environment and seeing everything that was going on, it was like, no.
Yeah, they add on to that. Man, just like seeing older folks work, period, and I'm like, man, it's been time for you to just stop doing this. I just don't understand. It is, especially like we were saying before, a warehouse job. Like somebody like you 40, man,
Seeing 'em in
35,
there.
40 years old. Shit, some of them, bro, even 40, past 40, bro. And it's like, you doing the same thing I'm doing, bro. And I see that in my mind, this part, it was like, yeah, that ain't who I want to be.
Right.
Not saying that I look down on them because, you know, their situations in life
You
might
gotta
have
want
them
more.
in the place that they in. You feel me? Their mentality might have them in the place that they in. But me being who I am, and I look at that, I'm like, that ain't what I want for myself, you know. And
Yeah,
it's
you want
like,
better.
if I'm doing if I'm doing this, then what and I think about my kids more than anything. It's like, I definitely don't want them to have to do this, man. Because that's just wild, bro. that's super wild.
You know what phrase I hate? Too many chiefs and not enough Indians. I hate that phrase when somebody kind of puts it in a way to where I'll be like, everybody needs to have their own businesses, and then somebody will say it's too many chiefs and not enough. You are the chief of your own life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Before,
Can I say something?
go ahead.
After you go ahead. With
Before another leader,
that. We talking about mindsets.
before a leader might be over you, you still are in control of your life, which makes you the chief. That's just why I don't like that that analogy or whatever you want to call it.
With the whole mindset of, you know, he's saying everybody, you know, not no chiefs, whole Indians. Everybody not built to be a leader.
Right. Everybody.
Listen to me. Everybody not built to run a company.
You're right.
Everybody not built to run
But
their own business.
everybody
Listen to
should
me.
have their
Listen to me.
own
Listen to me.
side hustle.
Listen to me. Everybody can do whatever they want to do. You're part of a system that's playing for you, regardless of how you working with it or not. Either you break the rails or you go with it. You know what I mean? A lot of times, a lot of people don't want to understand that, but a lot of people jump off the rail of having a job every day, trying to go into entrepreneurship, and they fail miserably.
Yeah.
And you see
gotta
depression.
fail.
Hold on, listen to me. You see
I'm
depression.
listening.
You see.
I'm gonna say what I got to say too, though.
Listen, you got depression, suicide. You have all these different things. Robbery. You got all type of stuff happening. You see what I'm saying?
But see,
So,
you misunderstood what I was saying.
I get that. I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying everybody should have a more than one source of income.
Facts.
Very true.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what
I
I'm saying.
understand that, but I also understand where he coming from.
But you
because
need to.
You
be
ain't
able,
gotta
you
have
need,
a business
but
to have
you
another
need to
income.
be able to live inside of where you make money.
You gotta-
That's the problem here.
If you-
Because you don't have a lot of people
if
that
you
live
gotta-
inside
if-
of what they make.
If you got a business and you ain't the business and the worker, and you can't do it by yourself, guess what? You gotta have some workers.
Yeah, because
That's just the
imagine
way
if
it
you
go.
know, if you open a business, you don't know how to, you don't know what to do with your business. If you open a business and you know how to, you open a roofing business just because you got money, you don't know how to roof. If you got to get out there and do it yourself, bro, you gonna be messed up.
You always got it.
I'm not
You
throwing
can't
shade
be the only person running it.
Yeah, because I'm not throwing shade to anybody.
Well,
but
matter of fact,
somebody better be at that register in the window when I come to Chick-fil-A. Because if I ain't got that customer service, that's a problem for me.
Yeah.
So like everybody, like
so I
somebody
get
has
where
to
you
work
coming
those
from when you
positions.
say that, Alan. I get it.
I'm saying, like, bro, you got to think, bro. If everybody out here gonna be a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to go to work.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? If you got the world full of millionaires, somebody gonna want to be a trillionaire.
Yeah.
So somebody finna go punch a clock, and I'm finna go in here and work and get a couple more $1 million.
Have a bunch of robots out here.
Because think about it. If you give, the problem with it, you always see is everybody always say, if I had this much money, I'm gonna invest. You ever hear people say that?
Mm-hmm.
Get this much money, I'm
I
gonna
said
invest. Think about it. When people get their taxes, people cheat, get more on their taxes all the time. All the time. Yeah,
Gone.
people get couple thousand, $4,000-$5,000. You feel me, man? Gone.
I
about
feel
this.
like I can say all of us have been a victim of that. Just
Yeah.
growing up and not
Definitely.
having that infrastructure and being told
The
what to
problem
do
with
with
it
your money.
is nobody sees the model and the envision what they seeing in their head.
Right.
So if I tell you, man, I want to open up a dry cleaners. If I don't know nobody with a dry cleaners, it's gonna scare me because I don't know how to move. Then if I don't know who to ask those questions to, how I'm gonna open the dry cleaners, what kind of dryers do I go get? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I done did that before.
No, that's real.
like
Producer said if he got his goddamn, if he ever got a refund, he paying his rent for the whole year.
But I'm saying though, like what be so crazy is you get people that have large amounts of money and they fumble that bag every year. I'm talking about
I done been a
consistently.
victim of.
And you getting all these money back for these kids. Like I'm not telling nobody what they do for their children. You know, everybody raise their child, their own way. But what I'm saying is the envision that people are trying to, like you see everybody out here opening up merchandise. I like that. But people need to dumb down the prices on their merch. Because I can't want to buy a shirt from you for $40 and it costs the same thing at Foot Locker. But when I get it out of Foot Locker, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, at least I get a warranty. I can go back to the shirt tab. You get what I'm saying? I ain't got no warranty with you. I'm just giving you cash, and then my shirt tab, I got to go buy a brand new shirt. See, that's another thing in the black community that we lack. We lack insurance. We lack a game plan for the long game. Like, we always have a plan for today. Like, when you go home, ask your family, man, who all got life insurance? And I ain't talking about everybody lay down in your home.
Yeah, but
You already know I've been.
Not to cut you off or nothing, but you said like going to Foot Locker and buy a shirt. Shit.
Go to Walmart and buy a shirt.
You should want to buy a shirt from me before Foot Locker. Hell, you supporting somebody black that just trying to make it versus a motherfucker that.
That's just like that's the same. But that's another thing. Like me cutting hair, I get folks all the time like, "Oh, bro, just I got wood." With some folks, that's understandable. It's not understandable with everybody.
Look out for
It's just not. You feel me? Because if I'm constantly looking out for you, and I keep looking out for you, and I keep looking out for you, you know that I'm gonna look out for you, right? You know I'm gonna look out for you, so you're gonna try to get over on me. And it's like, who taking that loss? Exactly.
I know that.
Exactly.
Man,
If you don't play without
When you
number
go
five,
to Foot Locker, they got a set price. You can't go in there and be like,
that's exactly what I was saying.
yeah,
Like, bro,
you can't go in there and be like, oh, bro, give me a discount.
When you're going in a syndicate venue, like a Food Mart or Walmart, we just talking about places that's everywhere, McDonald's. You can't go in there and negotiate no price.
Right. Yeah. So don't come to me and try to
You can't go in there and negotiate anything.
Yeah.
But don't be mad if I don't come to you because, bro, you not what I want. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care if you black, white, blue, green. You feel what I'm saying? Business is business.
And that's what I say
and
about the prices because
truth be told, black business is horrible. It really is.
Not all of them, but
not all of
I understand exactly what you're saying.
For the majority as a whole, I would definitely speak and say black business can be terrible because, bro, black people wear their emotions on the sleeve when it comes to doing business.
Shout out to Content Factory, man.
Shout out to Content Factory.
For sure, for sure.
I appreciate it. He wasn't talking about y'all.
But I get what
he's saying, I guess, well, what I'm interpreting is that like he can go to a black-owned business and get a T-shirt that's $40-some. And
I would say the businesses, the black businesses that you can't speak on all of them.
I never said. I just said.
I'm just saying.
Hey, listen, let me tell you. When I say majority, listen, I'm telling you, you can't pinpoint yourself. But what I'm saying is, the majority in Birmingham, when you dealing with black business, bro, customer service is either middle of the road or is okay. You feel what I'm saying? I get what you're saying. You're trying to save your people. But that's the problem, bro. Black people
I
keep
ain't
trying
to say
listen,
no. I just know I ain't been to all of them, so I can't speak for all of them.
I get that. I get that. But I can't tell you you're a girl crazy because I ain't never talked to all of them.
All right, so hold on. Now, producer just said that, black businesses, you don't get cuts or breaks like others, which I feel like that to be very true. Yeah. Because I feel like we are judged on a more strict scale. Because in my own opinion, I ain't trying to say it's true. It might be, but, other businesses that are white-owned, that are helping, I guess, say, allow this business to be what it is, don't want to see that business succeed. So in order for them to make sure they keep us in our place, they set
I gonna pick up standards. In the mic, Alan.
They set different standards. And those standards are they're almost hard to meet, or the people that set those standards don't believe you'll meet them at all, and they feel like by this time frame, you know what? They won't have this. I get about that building by the time they're done. And that's hard to actually think about as a black person. Especially if you have made it to the point where you're able to open a business, call it your own. But the person, like, I guess you get a loan from, or the person you're in business with is hoping you fail so they can succeed. Now, like I get like we were just talking about earlier about how we can't have everyone can't be a millionaire. It got to be somebody working these areas.
I don't think that's how God intended the world to be, but
Of course
The
not.
problem with black
Of
banks
course
is
not.
that
Because I mean, I don't. Well, when you said you don't think that's how God it to be. Me personally, I don't like the idea of currency. I really don't.
yeah, but you don't have enough understanding for bargaining and trade amongst people of color. So
Now, I
therefore,
get
you
that.
can't have that. So what I'm
No,
saying,
but I'm saying because, like you said, bargain and trade. I feel like that holds more weight than currency. Because if you thirsty, I'm hungry. You got sandwich. I got water. What's so wrong with us? What you want this? I want that.
but see, everybody gonna feel like somebody gonna feel like, hey, my sandwich tastes better than his. So I
But
need,
that's the thing. It's
I need
greed.
two
It's
pieces of
everybody
water.
want to be.
And see, what,
Yeah,
like what he
one
just
man
said
wanna be
about the
better
black
than
bank.
They go back to the mentality.
We got, but see, that's the problem. That's what, like, I'm trying to attack that right now.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, bro, even what you absorb in music, what's on entertainment, what's in TV, what's in everything, bro, is what's being absorbed. You got to think, bro. We are statistically number one in entertainment in the world. Black people. Right. Feel what I'm saying? That's what we do. We entertain people. We don't do nothing else.
Hey, you know we be number one in that.
Don't say that. We don't do nothing else.
Bro, we don't. Bro, listen to me. Listen to me. What company? What Fortune 1000 company can you tell me that's black owned out here that did you have a CEO that is a black man or a black woman that's out here? That's not out here producing sweat. What do they do? Like, tell me.
What you mean by producing sweat?
Were they not out here dancing, singing, running, and jumping? What do they do?
Oh, I can't speak on it because I don't know.
Like, tell me something that they doing. See, this.
And I'm just saying that because I haven't researched it and I really don't know.
You
about
have,
it.
so tell us.
What I'm saying is this: black people want to run, jump, shoot movies, do all this stuff. We not out here trying to build, needles that they use at the hospital.
Wrong. I'm gonna say this: the first ever black community, I think it's in Georgia. It's a micro community, something like that.
But what are they doing
it's
today?
It's a black architectural that's building out the neighborhood, first time ever. So that's a step in the right direction.
Alan said black people trying to sweat.
We are way beyond the time, bro, where black people could take credibility for their things, bro. Black people are not doing that.
But we should be able to.
Bro, that's facts. We should, but we not. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm not giving no pity party. I'm not giving no.
It's about growth. How can we?
It's not a pity party.
How can we change the things to make us as black people better? I mean, and for me personally, it starts in the home. Whoever is, whatever they see.
I'll tell you, I say it like this. I mean, shit. You cool with you? Everybody, just about everybody got children, right?
Right.
Teach your kids different. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I'm on it.
I'm just saying, teach your children different.
Okay, well, it starts in the home,
and
ladies and
even
gentlemen.
with that being said, like, bro, if I gotta go somewhere,
I don't have any children.
Shout out to Content Factory.
But if I go somewhere, bro, and like the BJCC, do you watch the news? Do you keep up with current events going on in your city? Did you see the churn out of hand down there? And bro, I'm gonna be honest, you scared the investors that's down there sponsoring the state championship. You got Huffman out there playing Coleman, but the black folks in here are scared the white people. They scared you got a gun in there. We all know what it's like. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, how many years have that been going on? And folks still dropping their churn off. You see what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing gonna really change, bro, because I've been to Coleman.
But we're not talking about Coleman as a whole. What we're saying is that we in Birmingham. We didn't go to Coleman for a championship game. They came to Birmingham. They came down here in our backyard.
Okay, I got you.
And then even in our backyard,
Is this
bro.
high school?
This high school.
Okay, but no, that's the problem right there that you saying it's our backyard. It's not.
How Birmingham not? How is it not? You a native of Jefferson County, right? So Birmingham is your backyard.
I'm a native of Alabama, so it's Coleman in Birmingham.
I get where both of y'all coming from.
So it's not ours.
I really don't like. I can say it's my backyard. I was born here, but I don't really own nothing in it.
I'm not saying that, but
I get what you're saying, Ellen.
They
came from Coleman to Birmingham. So you
missing what I'm saying is, bro. You have people come from everywhere throughout the state, but they don't live in Birmingham. So therefore, we're gonna take that whole we all Alabama thing out. So we can be all Alabama, but we ain't all Birmingham.
That's a
You feel what I'm
tribal
saying?
mentality.
I'm even still. But when them folks came here, bro, even for the folks that got their first experience in Birmingham, what did they see? They had a fucking panic attack. They had to evacuate people out of a basketball game because they thought somebody was gonna shoot up the spot.
Oh, it was basketball.
Yeah.
See, I'm lost on what happened with exactly what you're talking about. What happened?
Yeah, what
Man,
yeah.
they down at the state championship, bro. They down there fighting, cutting up, folks dropping their kids off. So just like when we was cheering, what motherfuckers doing? Claiming the street that the government on.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
My block.
So with that, what I'm saying is, when we talking about black people, you need to start at the house. You can't clean. You can't. If you fucked up going out the house, you ain't finna change nothing. You touch all day.
Yeah.
I don't care how you look at it.
You can't say we're just starting black people because it comes from the white home too.
Yeah, but we didn't.
Yeah,
we
but
not,
we can't control what
You can't control it, but I'm saying that's not just. We can't just say what the black community can control.
And I
It's what
understand.
everybody needs to
I
control.
understand.
It starts in
exactly
the
what-
It starts in
home
the home, like you
period
said.
for no matter what race or color you are.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be teaching your white child to be scared of black people.
yeah,
You
but man,
shouldn't be-
even still though, bro, we all went to Gardendale, bro. We know white people gonna feel how they feel, and their opinion matter more than ours.
But
Because
we feel the same way, though.
when we were at Gardendale, bro. I swear to God, bro. Just being honest, white people were very more accepted to D and Jew.
That is very okay.
That's
Hold
facts.
on. Okay.
That's facts.
That's true.
But when it
You
comes,
are true.
if it comes to a
That is
nigga
very
like
true.
me and Zay, we not more accepted
okay,
because.
hold on.
But no, because we coming with
I said
that
it was true.
with the urban.
It was
with
very, what you're saying is
It's
true.
the
And what you're saying is very true.
It's the.
So let me ask y'all this.
I
Let me
say
ask y'all
it's
this.
the I'm gonna stand on everything
hold
that
on.
I say.
Let
You're
me-
not gonna sway me in nothing that I believe, feel, nothing.
Nothing.
I will hear you out. You feel me? But if I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you really just saying what you're saying to try to convert me to get to do what you want me to do, it's just not gonna happen.
Okay.
I always be myself,
In
you know,
response to what
and
you
that's
said.
not in a disrespectful way. That's just saying that I'm me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect that, and if you don't, then you know it's just it is what it is.
Okay, Alan, you said that white people, they accepted me and D'Anthony more than they would you and Zay, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Between the four of us, who was more accepting of white people?
Ooh.
Who was?
Because
I know for a fact it was
all
me.
of us.
I will say this.
It was
I
me
mean,
and
I
you.
don't,
We were more
I don't
accepting
really
of that.
I ain't
understand.
gonna. I mean, I'm not
understand
gonna.
where you
I ain't
come
gonna say
from
who
with
was
that.
more accepting, but I'm gonna say this. As a child, my mama never taught me. She never said, "Oh, you don't go fuck with this white
Right.
person," or "You don't go
I was
fuck with
just
this
taught to be
Mexican,"
respectful.
or "You don't
Period.
fuck
I mean, I
with this
get
nigga."
that.
You feel me? I was never taught that. You
Yeah,
feel me?
facts.
But I always paid attention to what was going on, my surroundings, and how people interact with each other. So it was just like
Okay, so answer my
I
question.
seen certain stuff, and I was just
Answer
like,
my
I
question.
want to.
Were you and Alan more accepting of white people than me and D'Anthony?
My granddaddy was.
Yes or no?
I can't speak on Alan, but I can speak on me because I wasn't taught to. I wasn't really
Taught to
taught
what?
to
I was
reject
just
anybody.
taught to be respectful.
You know, it's
period.
exactly.
It
Be
don't matter
respectful
what
to
color you
anybody.
is.
What's your answer?
Period.
Unless
I'll say
you are
this.
first
When I bought my
disrespectful
Monte
with me.
Carlo, bro, my respect for white people as far as Gardendale went down tremendously.
Yeah,
Yeah, because how people view
They-
you. I get
That's
that.
but
I
see,
understand that completely.
that's what I'm saying.
They
That was the
stereotyped you.
whole- That was the whole
We
pinnacle.
stereotype them as well. We can't sit here as black people and act like we ain't racist.
but
I'm not
prejudice is
racist.
not racist.
Yeah,
Prejudice,
prejudice,
not
yeah.
racist.
Yeah, prejudice, not racist.
racist.
Yeah, it's different.
There is
big
a difference.
It's a big difference.
Let's
There is
talk.
a
Let's
difference.
talk about the difference real quick.
But I'm trying to
I'm gonna say this. Let me say this.
I don't
Okay,
know the
are black
definition
people
of prejudice.
as white
As a-
people as racist as white people?
As a
Yes or no?
black person, any black person, I could understand why a black person feels some type of way about a white person. What I don't understand is what does all the hate from white folks come towards black folks? I just don't.
That's just talk. Hate is talk.
I'm saying it's not
Yeah, but
like
it's- but it gotta start somewhere,
But we
though.
weren't the slave masters.
Yeah,
we
it gotta
weren't them.
start somewhere,
We
though.
didn't enslave them.
you
They
gotta
enslaved
agree.
us.
It does
And I'm gonna
start
say
somewhere.
this. And I'm
It
gonna say
starts
this,
from
bro.
home, like you said.
It's so crazy, bro. A lot of folks don't know this. They look at me. They be like, light skinned folks in general. You feel me? And J. Cole was the one that taught me. I really paid attention to his lyrics. It's a song called "Runaway," bro.
Shout out to J. Cole.
And it really let me know why I'm light skinned. It told me why I was light skinned because I later found out that my granddaddy was a slave master child. Do you know what a slave master child is, bro?
Nope.
That's what
child
that's
of
what
the
a
house.
slave masters used to rape the
house.
slaves, bro.
What's the
feel
name
me?
of the song?
Runaway.
Bro, the fact
Runaway.
that you didn't know that, bro. Like I'm gonna be
kinda
honest.
tough.
I'm
I was never taught.
No.
As a
I'm not
child, I was
talking
just
about
never
you.
taught that.
I'm not talking about you, but we in an era in the world in just society, bro.
We don't know our history.
Where people it's easy to obtain information. Like people are learning things every day.
Who don't know what?
Well, I was just saying that, you know, with the slave master thing, like a lot of torment towards black people, especially torture, bro, is becoming common knowledge now. You know what I mean? You know, black people found out everything as far as like slavery, what was happening, you know, all those type of things. But what I'm saying is,
other than what they taught us in school.
yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Because honestly, we were never taught anything as far as you know that goes. Like even going back to, I could say what junior year Mr. Brasser's class. You know what I'm saying? We get in there and he jumping around history, but I'm like, hey man, you're not talking about this. You're not talking about that.
You see, I ain't know.
And see, I'm gonna be honest with you. Being that white Garndale, hey, you had problems and stimulations. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna tell you something though, bro. Like all jokes aside. Even when I'm finna go back to here at Garndale, cause this is what I'm saying about white people. But white people got they picks and chooses of who they fuck with and who they don't.
Definitely.
You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I'm not finna go out here and fix the way I talk, fix the way I walk, fix the way how I dress, anything just to be around you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And then especially because we play on the same team together. You feel what I'm saying? Like
So our producer brought up a topic.
Realized
They
that
go right back to your
after I was gone.
Our producer
damn.
brought up a topic
how
that we
y'all
can talk about.
Like
because
even, bro, I'm gonna tell you another.
Garndale tried to leave Jefferson County school system.
I'm
because
gonna
of
tell
too
you
much
an instance,
diversity,
bro,
which is
you
very
know about.
fucking true.
Do you remember?
Because it made me get to the point where I was like, you know what? I was okay with the point of claiming y'all. That's the high school I graduated with.
Hold
But
that
because
thought
y'all
out.
wanted to do this, no, I never went back after I heard about this. I know it didn't get approved, but after I heard about this,
changed my
I
whole
ain't
outlook on
I
it.
ain't go back to visit. Even some of the teachers that were our teachers left because of this shit.
To be honest, bro, it should have took that because you remember when we left the Garndale game to go up to Cub and hang with the white folk?
Oh,
You remember
yeah.
we went up there and did that? Do you remember when we went in the house, they would go outside? We go outside, they go in the house. And then let me tell you something.
But I didn't see none of that
Let me
then.
tell you something. You was the one pointed it out. But you pointed it out after the fact of me and Green. Well, I ain't gonna say Green, but I say myself. I had been peeped at when we first got there. You feel me? But me want to be with the bros. I'm ride the white Coleman. But we got up there. No lie. Instantly people showed us who they were. Instantly people showed us who they were. I'm talking about these white folks that we, since I've been at Garndale, been saying, "What up, Alan? Hey, how you doing?" You know what I'm saying?
They go
Dang,
right back.
boy, I wish
They go
Peanut was
right
here.
back to what we was saying. It started in the household, bro.
But listen
They
to me.
parents
Listen to me.
taught them this,
Listen
bro.
to me.
Or not
Me and
even
D'Anthony,
just,
bro,
not even
me and
just
you,
to say,
we would
not
have-
even just to say they parents. Guess what? They friends' parents that they was around taught them that.
Me and you would always get on my ass and be like, "Bro,
Definitely racism
you
and hate is a
you
learned
don't be
behavior.
wanting to stay in no
Because-
party long." You remember how I used to be that?
I still.
I purposely didn't say anything to you when we was up there in Coleman, bro, because you wanted to be there. Until them white folks showed you your ass, D'Anthony said, "Man, fuck that, man, let's go. Them folks don't want us up here." That I promise to God on my daughter that came out of your mouth.
It's a
But
learned
see,
behavior.
what I'm saying is that was after we graduated. We was out of high school 2 or 3 years at that point. Feel what I'm saying? Man, them folks didn't have to wait to show me their ass.
A lot
They
of
be-
people
They been on
Wait,
this.
we
The ones that we went to school with they gonna
I
be the
think
ones
I
that
know what
carry it
you're
on
talking
to their
about.
Yeah,
kids.
we went up there to the little party and
They
come,
gonna
man.
carry it
them-
on to
I know
their
what you're
kids.
talking
They
about
gonna
now.
Only
continue.
And
Zach
that's
Smith
gonna
came
stop.
out and said bye to us.
That'll be the saddest
I know
part
exactly what you're talking
of
about.
my life. If I was like, I don't have a kid now, but say I do have a kid, and they go to the school system, they get into it with a white kid, and I have to sit down and talk to the parents, and they parents, I'm gonna just throw out a name is Adam Powers.
They'll call his parents before they call you.
No, but I'm saying though, what they was talking about is like it's learned, and the people we went to high school with are the parents now that's probably gonna teach. I'm not saying that Adam is racist because I don't think he is.
But some of the
But
things
I'm
Adam
saying,
did
though,
around
if it
us, he
was-
couldn't do to other black people though.
He got it, but guess what though?
Yeah,
He might not be racist, but
he definitely
the
did
stuff that they done taught him is racist.
No,
And
I agree.
he might not know it. He might not know it.
Oh, he know
Oh, no,
better.
no, no.
But then again, he might know it.
he
But
knows
at the
it,
same
but I don't
time,
feel like
he
he
only
believe that shit,
doing
man.
what he was taught.
He
You
only-
feel me?
he only-
It's instilled in him. So guess what? At some point in time, I don't care how
Oh,
cool. I
bro.
don't care how cool y'all is, bro. He gonna show it, bro.
Now I get what you're saying. It gets to that point where motherfucker will do that.
Yeah.
Because I witnessed a motherfucker that I played football with, and I felt like he was biased or racist.
Yeah.
But he never said anything or did anything until that man Peanut threw a snowball at him, threw a snowball at him, and he called him a nigga.
The coolest white boy at Garndale was Richard Giles.
Yeah. I like Rich.
Side note, shout out Richard.
All right, man. You know, I speak about this stuff, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know a lot of cool white folks.
What, man? Cause we all of us went to
But
Garden.
Let me say something
I
real
said
quick.
that to say this. I don't play the radio with them. I don't sugarcoat nothing with them.
Yeah, you can't sugarcoat.
I talk the same way I'm talking. I talk to
Yeah.
all them. The moment that you show me that you have any issue with what I'm talking about, how I act or who I am, I cut you off.
Yeah, if they show a different demeanor because of our being or who we are, that's when we judge them. We're like, nah, I can't fuck with you.
Now, sometimes when we hanging around these white folks in Gardendale, they might try to act like they're your friends and everything, but really, you won't actually know. You won't actually know how they really is until you make them mad.
Yeah.
When
That's
you make
true.
them mad, they gonna show you their true
true,
color.
Yeah.
Or you just got to put them in a situation where they got to make a decision.
Or when they get around other people that
They feel the way they feel.
feel the way they feel, so it's like, man, I don't want to go against them, so I'm just gonna go along with it. I might not really feel like this on the
I've been in
inside,
this
but
situation.
instead
Check
of
this out. Check this out.
instead of them friends, they rather you feel some type of way about it than they friend feel some type of way about it.
The thing with me is we used to fuck with the white folks. It's like, bro, I can't wait. You know, it was never nothing like that towards them. It's like we fuck with y'all just like y'all was one of us. So how can you even feel that way towards us when we literally love y'all?
Because
listen.
they break it down simple.
Hey,
because
listen, though.
I know
It's
they say
still
this.
in
I
they
know some
mind.
good black people.
I always
Just
thought
like
it
we
was.
say, I know some good white people.
I always thought it was bullshit that no matter what kind of party we threw, we couldn't. You know, I done threw a couple of little shindigs here through high school by the white people. Not one of them came. Not one of them showed up. You see what I'm saying? But if they throw a party for, we break it our neck to get in there and drink some shit. That,
Producer
we
said
gonna-
because they scared of you is based off what their parents have taught them.
Absolutely.
Absolutely correct.
I just couldn't understand. that shit.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
go ahead, Adam.
So we was
Talking
talking
about-
about we was talking about how the terminology is all about strategy. Everything you do is about strategy. Strategize. You know, it's a way to do everything.
Right.
You know, everything requires proper technique in order to be done. You know, a smooth, correct way. So, you know, hearing the term, you know, slow down is checkers, because checkers not a fast game either. And a lot of black people really don't understand how to play chess. You know what I
I
mean?
don't.
I used to.
I ain't
See-
never played it.
See, that's
though.
crazy. See,
I'm in it though.
a lot of people I need folks to understand that on the chessboard you have kings, queens, you have dummy players, you have all of that. So you got
Rooks,
so
knight, pawn.
sometimes you have to understand where you are on that board.
Yeah.
Because everybody ain't a king.
In life.
Everybody not a knight. Everybody not meant to be the fool. And with that being said is, I feel like people need to find what lane they need to be in as far as
What they fit at.
a financial and a spiritual feeling, because you can make $50,000 a year and live in an area where $50,000 is very maintainable.
Mm-hmm.
And you could have people that move into those type of environments that raise families, that, you know, have a comfortable living, send a child to a proper school system, you know, that type of thing. So in the black community, I feel like the first thing we all want to do is get extremely rich and move to where we think kind of like Hollywood is for black people.
Move with a wife.
Get out the hood.
To be honest, like we was just talking about this outside. So you starting from I-65, get off the interstate. Until you get to Bessemer, you don't have a major food chain anywhere.
And that's a problem.
On the west side, it's basically like, I'm gonna starve you out until you give up the land. In certain places, like in Bush Hills, where grandma live, you know, in all aspects, you have old white people still live on this side. And a lot of people don't know that, you know, because those white people don't come outside. They don't, you know, that means shit, it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest.
And it's plenty of land. It's plenty of land and buildings that can be made into those
Yeah.
grocery stores and things of that nature.
And what I'm saying is, if you live in Bush Hills is a prominent community where it was in Birmingham. See, the thing is that could potentially could have been a community, not a neighborhood, because you have enough people, you have enough resources. But the problem now is you have turned a lot of communities into neighborhoods. So if you ride through going on, what's that, Greymont, going to Grandma House, you see all them big houses that sit over there. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that at one point in history, that's what people took.
It's a nice neighborhood.
You get what I'm saying? Even you can get to some of the houses around there, you can tell 30, 40 years ago, that's where everybody was. And a lot of people don't know this, but the hardest place to get in college in the state of Alabama is right in our backyard, Birmingham Southern. You know, and we don't even know that. We don't even, you know.
It's crazy.
We don't even
sitting right there.
Sitting right there, right.
Like, bro, I didn't even think about. Let me apply to go there. I never thought about that.
I'm serious. Nobody in Birmingham
And
thinks.
I've actually been on their campus several times.
Several times. And you
I
never
wanted
just
to
think.
go
You
out.
never just think.
I've not been on their campus
Just
several times.
nothing.
Playing basketball, football practice.
What I'm saying is, when you come up in the neighborhood, the only way to save your neighborhood is to clean your neighborhood. So, if you say, for instance, if Julie's on the trucking company, and I'm Julie's neighbor, I work at, we just gonna say ABC Coke. Julie's got an extra truck. Jules comes over, he said, "Hey man, it'd be nice if you get your CDL. I need some drivers." So I get out and I drive for Julius. You know what I mean? So instead of when I start making money for Julius, it's just say I make more money throughout the year. You feel what I'm saying? Let's just say I make $25,000, $30,000 working at ABC Coke. I go work for Julius, I can bump up to $45,000. That don't mean I go get a better house. That just means I build on to where I'm at. Because if I own that piece of land or I own that lot, why would I leave it in order to pay rent on another place? You get what I'm saying? So what I would do is, what I feel like in the black community you should do is everybody should build up a street. I say one of the best places to go look at this is Forestdale.
Oh, what?
Is to build up a street.
Oh, street?
A street.
Okay.
Because
street.
if I can build up a street, I can marginalize what's happening. Because if I can work on 3rd Street, then 4th Street, you next.
Right.
If we got
Now
4 or
we're getting
5
somewhere.
abandoned houses on 4th Street and we clear out 3rd Street now, that means we add on to Miss Margaret's house. We make it easy for her, for when she leaves, we know that somebody's nice is coming in that house. You get what I'm saying? We know that 4th Street gonna always have a nice vibe to it because everybody makes a nice amount of money. Ain't nothing wrong with having a neighborhood watch. Because when I'm going out of town, hell yeah, watch my house.
Watch my shit.
Hell yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Make sure don't nobody be on my damn boat in my backyard. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of thing. But see, as black people, we try to get away from things that regular Americans,
So you said instead of going over there, build where you at.
Because I'm telling you, I'm in Forestdale every day. And the fact that I can ride through there, and some of them kids will ride up there and be like, "Man, I'm from the hood." Where? You across the street. I mean, honestly, where? Because across the street you got a $200,000 house.
Right.
But the crazy part is in Forestdale is the problem where I feel like you come in when you move somewhere and you building up, but you don't have the correct things around to help with your community grow. So in Forestdale, you got 78 Highway. Then you got Forestdale Community. So in Forestdale's community, bro, you have different subdivisions that are called different things inside of where they live at. That's in like Gardendale. How you got Crown Point, you got Highgate, what was it, Longwood? Ain't that what it's called? Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
So basically what I'm saying is,
it's only like 6 or 7 hours back there.
So like say for instance, if you go to like North Birmingham, Birmingham Estates, Birmingham Hills. You get what I'm saying? You can even still, but you can take the money and wash your community. But you gotta want to wash the community. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't want to move to Hoover because they already got their policy. Hoover already know what they want. I don't want you niggas going over here eating that Paris.
I got a question.
Papa Do's.
I got a question on I'm just asking for your opinion on this.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all think in the black community made that the idea or the standard? Like you said, if you make it to the league,
Not having a knowledge.
you get a rap career, make it to the NBA league or NFL, or you become a famous actor, why go? Why do you feel like moving to LA, moving to New York, or moving out of the country is the successful goal? Like, why do you feel like that area is it?
Because you want to
Instead
get
of-
out of the bad area.
But
that
I'm
you're in.
okay. But like Adam was saying, why not improve that area?
We ain't
Make
got the
that-
knowledge to
Make
do
that
that.
be that area.
To be honest, like
That's not taught
a
in
lot
the
of
household.
a lot of people that we done seen grow in the black community all have. Well, I'm not gonna say all, but most of them have come from an entertainment aspect.
That's true.
Whether they've been playing sports, rapping,
Right.
making movies, or whatever. So, in a lot of times, bro, we don't have a whole bunch of professional athletes all living in the same area. We don't have a whole bunch of entertainers living in the same area.
We don't. But I'm just saying, like,
It's
what makes
Looked down on
I
to be
can
a
say
Why do
snitch
y'all
too.
think? But why do y'all think that's the mindset?
But what I'm saying
why is the mindset of okay, the white people live out here. That shit look that looks luxurious. I'm gonna go out there with them and live a luxury lifestyle.
Listen here.
Was that the goal, or was that the idea?
A lot of
If
that-
living with white people is the goal.
A lot of that go back to
It's not the goal. It's just
to say
you
like
want to get out of that bad area.
Did you hear
why
when
not improve
listen?
your area?
Did
When
you
you
hear when
make
Lil
it
Boosie said that
when
he
you
can't
make
go
it
back
out-
to
when you make it out, bro, you always got niggas, I'm gonna say it, niggas envy you, they jealous, they you know what I'm saying, they like
Want to do something to
Yeah,
you.
but see, even
Exactly.
still, but
It's
you'll get
the-
you'll
the
get that
ones-
anywhere.
The ones that have actually, not saying all of them, but some of them, bro, a good amount of them that do try to go back to where they from and help, bro. What
They
happens?
hate it for it.
What happens?
But listen to me.
They get
though.
killed, bro.
What I'm saying is, how many we always hear entertainers,
I agree.
or we always hear
Good point.
entertainers in sports, athletes, or anything. Those people going back home. See, the problem with that is I feel like in Atlanta, you have a lot of entertainers move to Atlanta, Miami. They move to where those type of things are successful to what they do for money. So I can expect somebody that makes a lot of content or TikTok or whatever to live in Birmingham because, I
Shout
mean,
out to the content factory in Birmingham, Alabama.
like, how could you live amongst people that don't make the same amount of money you do? I don't give a damn about if you didn't know them or not, man. That could create an issue. You know what I mean? Like, and I agree with them. But I'm saying, like, entertainers, a lot of them, you move to where your profession is
Or what you can financially afford.
yeah. Like you ever see the people get the jobs down there at Mercedes? A lot of people moving down there closer to Mercedes so they can be close to their jobs. You get what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
What I'm saying is, in the same sense of that, you have people moving to where other people are doing what they're doing. You don't have a bunch of movie stars living in Birmingham. They're not shooting movies here. Well, they do, but they don't shoot a lot. This is not a hub. We don't have a studio here. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry to cut you off, Alan. Let me get on those topic what Zay was on. Long live Young Dolph.
For sure.
I mean, Young Dolph did a lot of things for his community. Went back to the hood, had to get taken out like that.
Killed the dude that was dressing up his memorial every day. He was going back. He was making it look nice, keeping trash. They killed that man for what?
Yeah, but at the same time, though, even with Dolph dying, man, we got to understand how he got there. I mean, the man got
But
a whole fucking album called 100 Shots. I mean, my thing is, bro, the other party said they was done with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like when you get into it with your girl, bro, when you done and you done talking and she still going off, man, that don't mean she done.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So with the whole Dolph situation, and I think this just goes back into, black entertainment as a whole, bro. It's all about
Entertainment is gonna be a whole nother podcast.
it's all about what you absorb, bro, and what you putting out. Because, man, at the same time, like, look at 6ix9ine.
Nipsey Hussle is a
Yeah,
good
Nip
It is a
good
great
good
example.
example
Great, yeah.
of I'm doing everything in my power to make any and everybody around me and where I'm from better. I put you in a position to where you could do better for yourself, and look what happened.
Yeah. Dobie too.
Yep, Dobie.
See, I was listening to somebody on I forgot what the dude named, Dreadhead from Atlanta. He was talking to somebody and he really explained that how Dope B got killed was it came from a generation before Dope B, and the younger generation just took on what was happening, and they claimed those sets, and the younger generation saw him, which was from the other side, and because of that history, they killed him.
Yeah. You ever
Oh, that
listen
was
to
crazy.
Gucci Man got the song about Young Dolph, the R.P. Young Dolph song.
Yeah.
In that song, you hear at the end where he's like, you got humans killing other humans, all I need to stop. Well, his entire career is based on just that as fact.
But see, that's why that's a whole nother topic,
and I
because the
would-
industry and what they talk about, we have to talk about who they are as a real person, and then the artist,
And
because those are two different lives that they live.
And
They
we
do
also
not-
we also have to respect the fact that no matter where you come from, you know, when you make a decision to change your life to do better, you have every right to advocate against the shit that you used to. You know what I'm saying?
But
speak
you
about
can't
and
come
do.
out with a diss
Nah,
track
is
on that same tip that
Is that gonna say that it's
turns
gonna
over what
always
you
work
said?
the way you want it to? No, because
Yeah.
everybody gonna be holding on to, well, bro, just like you just said.
But that's
like,
the industry. You gotta make that
You got
move.
us like this, but now
It's in
you
that
want
country.
some other shit, but they not
what I'm
able to
saying is,
accept
though,
that.
I mean, Gucci Man, if I'm not mistaken, bro, he in a position where he can do whatever he want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
So
if
we
I'm,
see from the outside looking in. We
Facts.
don't know
facts.
who
but-
is he. Go ahead.
With me and you,
That's just a whole
with
different
me
world.
and you per se, you listen to country music.
I love that
Remember, you
shit.
you maybe try to put me on country. I hate it.
Love that
Don't like
shit.
anything about it. You feel what I'm saying?
Tell-
Because that's not
don't
me.
give
But you
nothing
just
but
that's
truth.
just like I can go pull up a damn techno song that y'all probably wouldn't like, but the shit get me amped. You know what I'm saying? It's just what's different. It's just what works for me and what works for you. You feel what I'm saying?
I
So
get
with that
that.
being
Okay.
said, bro, I can't hold your hand because of what you make. Because that's your personal preference. That's what you like. That's that's the message you send.
Right.
That's just like I don't listen to NBA Youngboy. I don't like none of them new rappers because I don't like the auto tune and the singing. I hate it.
The mumble
I
rapping
ain't gonna
would
say that.
kill it for me.
I like Young Boy. Do I live the lifestyle that he rap
I
about?
like
No,
too.
but I will say this. You know what I'm saying? As far as like a lot of the stuff that he talk about, I can relate to it. I'm not saying I live that lifestyle, but some of the stuff that he talk about, I can relate to it. But not all the other shit. I listen to it,
I say this,
but
though.
I don't take it in and be like,
That's what I'm gonna
you
do.
know, I want to live like this.
But see,
Right.
if
And that's what the kids got to be able to distinguish between.
if I'm trying to progress, then if he talking about something that's in my past, I gotta leave it there. You see what I'm saying?
But I will.
because
I say this: it ain't always. It's good for you to reflect on the past in a positive way.
But
to-
how
remember-
long will you stay in that loop though? Because even
me
people that's
me personally,
You got a good
I
point.
always
You gotta
I
realize
stay
you
in
in
that
there.
loop.
I never forget. Okay, that's just
see,
like
that-
look,
that's
let me say
hard for
this.
people, though.
That's just like Snapchat, bro.
Still
A memory,
okay.
a memory,
hard or not.
a memory popped up on Snapchat today, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 5 years ago, and I look at the picture, bro. If you was looking at the picture and anybody else was looking at the picture, bro, you would not be able to tell that nigga was homeless, nowhere to go, sleeping on any couch I could sleep on, whatever, you know, like simple as that. But I used that to fuel me to go even farther than even though I done came far. Guess what? I used that. It's the same. It still had the same effect.
Can I
for me
speak on that real quick?
For me to use it to keep going, bro.
Can I speak on that real quick?
I see where you come from.
On the
Just
Chappelle
took it
show.
back to where
If
you
you ever
was.
watched the Chappelle show, if you ever got on the Chappelle show and you watched this show, bro, he always had basically what they call backpack rappers. Up north, I'm serious. You had guys that rap more of a conscious flow. You had Most Def. Most Def used to have Tyler Kweli. They used to be part of Black Star. Then you used to see him bring a Wu-Tang Clan. He used to have a few of them come on. You see him rap. They all had a certain flow. You see what I'm saying? See, in today's society, man, people don't want to hear lyrics and bars no more.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't.
You're right.
People want to hear rah-rah music.
Most of them don't.
Yeah, most of them. But see, what I'm saying is, that goes back to what I was saying about Big Crit and J. Cole. People gonna get on there and hit
My
J.
favorite
Cole
two
because
artists.
J. Cole's a syndicate rapper. You feel what I'm saying? He's not an underground artist. Big Crit more is an underground artist. So Big Crit, he don't have a I can't make this song and you know this and that because J. Cole got stimulation. He got stipulations. You know what I'm saying? But see, in the same instance, you got to understand that a different side of America looks at J. Cole different. See, we look at him that he woke, he light skinned, all of this. So you got to think there's a whole culture that looks at him as biracial. You see what I'm saying? And then you got to understand he raised with a white mama, so they feeling like, man, if shit, he come from a white mama, he's struggling. Shit,
know
I
that.
can feel that. You
Guess
feel
what,
what I'm
though?
saying?
I heard that all my life. You ain't black.
Facts. But
You
see,
ain't no nigga.
But
Yeah,
listen,
people say
but
Teddy,
listen,
man,
this
he wasn't
is some this is some real.
Try me like one.
What I
Dare you.
what I feel about that is everybody got to find a way where they fit into a situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? Everybody got to figure out where I relate to him, where my story come in, what he talking about. You see what I'm saying?
But that's what the kids got to be able to. They have to be able to listen to that music and understand that not all of that is for you.
Yeah.
You can't take everything and try to live everything in that music.
And they not being taught that.
Not at all. A lot of these rappers create ostentatious personalities, and kids grab onto those personalities and try to make it who they are, and that's not be who you are as a young adult.
When Chief Keef hit the scene, man, it changed everything.
And it's like,
Everybody started
and,
told
and
me.
a lot of that got to do with, the producer say it got a lot to do with your parents teaching also. And it has
starts
a lot
in the
to
home.
do with, just like we were talking about the white folks and what they folks taught them. They got a lot to do with what your folks teaching you. You know,
What you
because,
see,
because
but
you
I'ma
can
tell you
hear-
something
you can
too,
hear-
though.
you can hear something negative. You feel me? That's your decision to make, to whether you're gonna take that and let it be bad for you, or you're gonna take that and be like, this ain't what I want. You know,
But
I
see,
want to do better.
I get the whole little concept where it's what you learn at home, but everything you learn don't come from your mom.
yeah,
and
it
dad.
ain't. You're right.
And what you see in
and
your
what I
environment.
said this and what I say this on that part is this. Okay,
I learned a lot from that.
you can teach children, multiple things. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna find what they like,
Exactly.
and
They
that's
gonna
what
be
they
their
go.
own person.
Yeah, they
to
they
be
definitely
able
gonna
to
go with
distinguish
what.
I
right
tell
from
you
wrong.
what though.
Because like you have parents who are doing well.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you might have that one problem child.
Yeah.
Or you might have them two problem children. And it's not that you a bad parent. It's not that you're teaching them wrong, but it's them having a problem figuring out what the fuck they want in society.
Yeah.
So, you just have issues that way. You know what I'm saying?
And this is no way, form, or fashion to speak in any negative way about,
Not at all.
about
We
my
just
oldest
talking about
about my oldest brothers, but they jumped off the porch early.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I was listening to music, and I was whatever, whoop the whoop. But my mama always told me she said it when she got mad. She was like, "You gonna be just like your daddy. You want that fast money." And I'm like, and she thinking that because she seen my daddy do it. So my two oldest brothers did it. So and I always, the only two people growing up I had three people that I had that I wanted to be like. Well, my third oldest brother, he wasn't like them, but still, what I'm saying, he was a big brother. Everybody look up to their big brothers. But she always felt like I was gonna follow in my two oldest brothers' path and sell dope. You feel me? But
Right.
Everybody
That's
wants
just-
to
that's
be
just-
around somebody that's, making money,
Yeah.
flashy and all that type of stuff. Like, shoot, I know he probably don't like it, but I'm bringing Kendall Mybeard up.
Kendall.
Kendall Mybeard called me, man.
whole
Kendall
government
Mybeard
name.
called me.
cat daddy.
Hey, Kendall Mybeard called all nice and he said, "Hey, man, when you get back home, what you plan on doing?" So I tell Cat, man, I really don't know. I want to drive trucks. I want to do that. That's what I went in the Army for. So, I want to try that. He's like, "Man, until you do that shit, I got a car wash, man. Shit, yeah, you give me some money, it can be yours too. And I want you to come up here and help me, man. I need you." That's what I did. I went up there and started helping my partner.
Yeah.
And do he treat me different at his business? Hell no. See, some days I feel like that's mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gave, you know what I'm saying?
That's how it's supposed to be.
And he on some like, man, look, you get a job, go to your job.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But you ain't got nothing. But this him.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Shit.
Don't feel no type of way. I don't feel no type of way if you gotta leave and go do what you gotta
You
do.
need folks like that on your team.
Yeah.
Yeah, since I found out he had a job, I've been calling him, putting him up on game about little shit.
Yeah. And see, I think that right there is a gateway for a lot of people to succeed because Kendall allowing people to make money like you at a regular job. Because he don't have to pay everybody that much.
Right.
Hell no. He ain't got to let you take the money out of them cars. He ain't got to let you get yours and break him off. Who the hell gonna let you do that at their job? You take the money, you break them off. You know what I'm saying? And I think he has matured to a place where he can say that if I take a loss, it's on me.
Mm-hmm.
But if it succeed, I'm not gonna be like, hey man, I put these
That's
guys
all me.
on. He gonna be on some
Yeah.
shit like, if y'all succeed,
We succeeded.
y'all got out here and did what the hell you had to do.
Yeah,
And that right there is the definition of a leader.
You feel me?
exactly.
And the problem, I think, comes with that in society. I'm not gonna say black or white, because to be honest, nowadays I feel like all young people have this issue. Is that y'all gonna make it happen right now?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna make y'all
Gotta go
gonna-
through the
You know,
process.
you gonna make this shit happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Everything
saying?
geared for
In
them to
order to
make.
succeed,
And if you lucky enough
You-
to do
you
that,
gotta-
I
you gotta
salute
know how
you.
to
You know,
fail.
I'm happy for you,
Yeah.
but everybody
Don't
just can't
always
do
work
that.
in
that
order
way.
to succeed,
Yeah.
you have to know how to fail.
Fail. You
Yeah.
got to.
Have to.
And then I'm gonna tell you another thing too.
Only way.
You see a lot of young brothers out here making a lot of money. And we living in a society where we have more fathers than we did previously. You might not think about that, but you know that's the truth, because there are a lot more black fathers today than there probably were ever in time. But the issue is now it's not about you being dad. It's about what you're doing as dad.
What you teaching them?
What
you showing them?
Because now you have young women who are, want men to be on this, oh, you got to be a man.
Yeah.
But see,
They probably
They
weren't
don't
even
wanna be a
raised.
woman.
They
They
probably
don't
weren't even raised by
They
one.
want
No,
the
no,
man
no.
to have the
Listen
man
to
wrong.
me.
Whole another conversation. Now that's a rabbit hole.
It
Let
was.
me say
We
this.
almost went down it.
I'm sorry.
We almost went down it,
I
bro.
just want to say this one thing about that topic before we move
Talk
on.
about it another day.
I just say, women, I just don't think you can ever tell a man what a man is, because every man is different.
Exactly.
Every man is.
Every guy that grew up in the house with his dad, we know, because shit, I grew up in the house with my dad, and there was some flaws my dad had that I wouldn't want to carry into me being a man.
Exactly.
And I'm pretty sure I know I got some flaws that I don't want my son carrying into him being a man.
Yep.
And my thing is, women who are out here saying that they want a man, know you want a responsible adult. Because when you live somewhere, I don't give a damn if you're a man or a woman, who you live with. You got to pay bills to stay in that motherfucker. That comes with maturity. You feel what I'm saying?
Mine either, bro.
That shit is maturity.
I don't know that
Then
either.
when you get to a point where you got to eat, that's called maturity. That's called being an adult. That's not called being a man or a woman. That's called being a responsible fucking adult. Because if I'm dating you and you basing me on what I got in my pocket, bro, obviously you sell pussy. You feel what I'm saying? That's just what I'm going with. That's just what I'm going with.
You looking at the wrong
You're
thing.
looking at the wrong thing. Because what I'm saying is,
You right though. I seen a post that said niggas dating bitches' bodies and bitches is dating niggas' pockets,
Pocket.
and they wondering why shit ain't going
ain't
right.
working.
because
Shout out to the
podcast.
content company.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you though, think about it, like, you have a lot of women be out here, man, and they be beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful women in Birmingham. So there's a lot of them. But it's a lot of the goddamn airheads out here too.
Hey,
But I mean,
you know
that's-
what's crazy
that's-
though, and I'm gonna say this. I don't mean like you can feel how you want to feel about it. Most of the bitches that's beautiful, bad, the bitch slow.
I'm at,
It's
man.
yours,
Not all of them. You
I
said
ain't
most.
say, I
Nah.
said
You said
most.
most. You said
I
most.
said
You said
most.
most.
I said most.
You're right.
But see, my thing is this.
But everybody's definition of bad is different.
Well, facts.
And guess what?
Society,
me
man,
personally,
yeah, maybe.
me personally,
Society,
bro.
maybe.
I don't. If a female say, "Oh, I'm a bad bitch,"
I don't want them.
instantly we got nothing to talk about. We
And,
got
I don't
nothing to
like
talk
that.
about.
unless you can break it
I know.
down real quick on what you mean by that,
Because-
it make sense. Then
You feel me? We just ain't got nothing to talk
Make it
about.
make
I don't
sense.
want
What's
no-
the difference
I don't want no.
between
I don't want no bad.
Because
bitch.
just you saying you a bad
don't.
bitch ain't gonna
That's
cut
great.
it.
Because man, listen,
Because
I'm
I
gonna
know-
tell y'all something, bro.
I know, like most.
We walking around that rabbit hole right now.
Right, but hold up before we even go anywhere else, man. I think it's time to put a cap on this.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
We done had
Okay.
this is a solid first episode. I feel like we done had, man.
I appreciate.
sure.
I appreciate the turnout.
But I feel like
I'm glad
Turnout
everybody
was
got to
fucking
make
dope,
it.
especially the energy.
everybody here,
Energy has
man.
been
Everybody showed up, showed out.
I think
today.
I think it'll be more epic when we get everybody in.
Yeah.
Like,
Look, see, we ain't gonna be able to get everybody. At
But you
one
know, like,
time, but I get what you saying.
still like
Yeah, because it'll get bigger.
Yeah.
Because if you watch podcasts, like, I'm gonna be honest, my favorite one is $1 Million Worth Gang, Wallow, and
Right, I fuck with that shit.
out,
Yeah,
That's who really made me want to get into it because I was like,
you know, one I like
okay.
is Beyond the Athlete. I think that's what it's called.
yeah,
I am athlete.
I am athlete.
I am. Yeah,
Right.
I
See-
am athlete. I like that one.
Yo.
but I did.
Oh yeah.
I definitely want like.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
Yeah.
like everything is trendy, like the podcast thing. You know, 10 years ago you had podcasts, you really did.
Yeah.
But
That's
you
when I was in grandma's kitchen telling y'all should start a podcast.
I told you, bro.
Listen to
Especially
me.
we were recording back then. Like,
That's just like I tell you.
think about how
that's
stuff
just-
we did, bro.
I
How we was doing.
I remember D'Anthony, bro. Like on some real shit. I'm grateful for him, bro, because he used to, like he not even used to. Still to this day, he, you know what I'm saying. He presented a lot of stuff to me.
Yeah.
You know, but me being the person that I am, I could straight up say, I understand what you're trying to tell me, but right now, I ain't to that point. You know, I'm not there. You know, and when I get there, like we gonna do it. But I ain't there yet, and it's not a. Oh, nigga, you just don't want to do it.
Right.
Or you just
When I tell y'all that
you
this
feel
man,
me? But it's like to
I
have.
understand
to
where
have,
you coming from.
Yeah, to have somebody like that in your life, bro, that just, you know what I'm saying, want better for you, bro.
the man is a
just gotta
visionary.
have that,
He
bro.
is a visionary.
Real shit, man.
I
But
appreciate
yeah,
you,
we're
bro.
gonna wrap it up for y'all today.
That's the end of the
Stay
sub.
tuned for the new next episode that comes out. All right, y'all have it.
Follow us on all platforms. And we Southern Fam Life. You know, just getting this off. We've been family for a long time. We definitely had the
Long
brand
time.
a long time. This just, you know, we getting it out there now. You know, we getting a little, you know,
Getting older, man.
getting a little older. But hey,
We learning, we growing.
We're gonna share our world with y'all.
And
We
we
steady
finna
maturing.
share some of these experiences, conversations. We finna give y'all some game.
A lot of life lessons going on here.
because we definitely was just cherry picking there. We was jumping here and there.
Because everybody in here came from nothing.
Give us a shot, bro.
And
Give
we
us
ain't
time
even
to
gone.
get
We
into
ain't even got to where we going. But guess what? We on that road.
Yeah, we on the road now. Yeah, so we definitely in the driver's seat. But
And we want y'all to be a part of it. We want
Show
y'all
us
to
some
see
love
it.
in the comments.
Most definitely show us some love.
Share it out to whoever you
Subscribe,
got
like,
to. Subscribe,
comment.
all of that.
You could
good
definitely see something that'll help you with any and every
Well, if
situation that you got going on in
Or
your
if y'all
life.
just want to hear something to have us talk about our opinions on something, hit us up.
Definitely share that.
And most
If you want
definitely-
us to talk
and
about
y'all
it.
definitely
we'll
keep
go
my
to the
brother in
comments and
y'all
look
prayers
at it.
because he's finna go across that world and y'all
For
know
sure,
what's
for
going
sure.
on TV. So
That's
y'all
100.
definitely keep him in the prayers. You feel because we support the soldiers here.
I know
So,
that's
you
real.
know.
We got 3 sitting at the table right now. I'm at the game and them 2 still in.
So you know we definitely we all about growth. We all about you know.
I'm gonna throw some shade in this though, because you know, man got me in the
I
military.
already know
And
where
he
you
left
can
me.
go with it.
Got me.
Hey,
He told me to join the military, and he got out.
definitely left
So,
us.
you know, it's okay. It's okay. I still love him.
You know what though?
He's a visionary.
If they tell
he got the
if they
ideas
tell us
for it.
it's wartime, we got to go across that road.
hey,
You got to put that uniform back on, buddy.
Hey,
Man,
you know,
like
some
that.
folks just get in it. Some folks just get in it, you know, to get where they going. You know,
Yeah, fact.
Oh, they gonna get what they
it
gonna
is
get.
nothing wrong with that.
Be careful, cuz.
And like that, man, Southern family, we gone.
We got.
We out.
You heard?